Hi friends, how are you doing today? Today I'm going to show you guys how to make Moriayo. It's a type of rice that we use when we are fasting in Indian culture, and today it's Mahashivratri, and so I decided to make Moriayo and potatoes and sweet potatoes as well. Well, right now I'm going to make Moriayo and I'm going to show you how to cook that. Right now I have a small pan. I'm not going to touch it because it's hot already. I have a small pan with a tablespoon of ghee or clarified butter in it, and the other ingredients that you would need is, of course, the Moriayo. It looks something like this. It's really small and more like risotto or sabudana in Indian culture, but it's like really small. As you can see the texture right here. So I have the ghee heating up already and it was quite hot, so I turned the gas off, and then I need some curry leaves, some yogurt, some jeera or cumin seeds. I'm using from a fresh container because it's not supposed to be touched by any other spices, and some green chilies and some water, and of course I would need some salt. But first of all, to start with, we have the ghee already heating up, so I'm going to turn it back on so it remains hot, and I'll see if it's hot enough to put jeera in. It is. So let's put some jeera in, and you see how it's crackling up. And depending on how much you like the cumin seeds, you can put it in. I love it, so I normally put in a little extra than I need. And now I'm going to put the curry leaves in, but you just have to make sure that you are at enough distance when you add curry leaves, because it will crackle. I normally buy them at the Indian store, and to store them or freeze them, I take any plastic container or Ziploc and I freeze it, and I put some green chili. Now we will let the green chili and the curry leaves and the cumin cook for a sec. And now we can either add the yogurt, but I have some water on top of yogurt, so I'm just going to add that so that we don't burn the green chilies. So till then it's okay. Yeah. I add any excess yogurt water that I needed, and then we can add maybe a big tablespoon of yogurt. This is just in case if you're not going to make buttermilk with it. Normally people like to make buttermilk, and by adding yogurt it makes it more fluffier than normal Moriayo that we can actually cook with regular water. But I like adding yogurt because it makes it more fluffier and nice. I'm just breaking the yogurt down because it's lumpy and you don't want lumps in it. Because we're just going to cook the Moriayo just like we cook any basmati rice, except this one is not going to be as like dry, or we won't be able to see every single grain kind of stuff. Right now my container, or I call this a tapeli in Gujarati, but you can call a pot or whatever you want to say. You can get anything similar. And if you don't have like the right equipment in your house, you can always use a saucepan. This is basically a saucepan for us, but it just doesn't have a handle. So I'm just whisking it around so I can break the lumps of the yogurt. And now we can add one more small glass of this size water in it. And now I'm going to add some salt. You can add your salt according to taste. I'm adding about 1.5 tablespoon, but it's according to your taste, and a lot of people don't like it. A lot of salt in it. Since it is a food that we would eat while we fast, so I'm not going to add any other spices. So this one, it's really simple. Now we are just going to wait for the water to come to boil, and then we'll add the Moriayo in it, and then other required amount of water. Okay, so now as we see, the water is boiling, so I am going to actually add 1 bowl of the Moriayo. Normally the ratio with water and Moriayo is just like the rice. If it's 1 cup of or 1 bowl of Moriayo, it will be 1.5 bowl of water. So right now we kind of added half bowl of water already, which is boiling. So now we'll add Moriayo first. And I turned the gas on medium for now. And remember, this will double up in size. So if you're thinking to make for only 2 people, I would recommend take half of what I have. Or if you like it so much. Today I'm only making it for 2 people, but we love it, and this is the only thing we'll eat. This is basically the rice that we are going to eat today. So as you see, it has started boiling right away. So I'll add one more small glass of water. And actually if you end up adding a little more water than required, it will only be a little liquidy, but that's fine. A lot of people actually like to eat it the way it is or with more liquid, so you should be fine. Don't worry about it. Well, I am going to add a little more water in this, and I'll show you how it looks when it's done. Okay, so right now it's about 10 minutes, 7 to 10 minutes that I added the water, and you can already see how the whole pot is filled with Moriayo. So you can see how much it doubles the size. So always make sure, just make whatever you need. It already absorbed all the water once, so I put in another half glass of water in it because I see it's a little undercooked. It needs to be all meshed, so just that half cup of water should be enough. And right now, as you see, it's spluttering all over, so I'm going to cover it with a dish so it doesn't splutter, and plus it will whatever a little bit that it's left to cook, it's only a little undercooked right now, it will get cooked by its steam. Okay, so this is the finished version of the Moriayo. As you can see, it's nice and fluffy. When I say nice and fluffy, it just means it's 3 times the size of what we started with, and at least it's a little fluffier and it's not all sticky. This is the way I like it, but if you want a liquidy one, you can always use a bigger pan and use a liquid, put more water and you can make it more liquidy. Some people like to add potatoes. I don't, because I like to cook my potato sabji on side so that I can eat that with yogurt or buttermilk. And so today I am going to make the potato sabji that is normally eaten in fast, and if you want to see that, keep tuned in. I will be posting the next video soon. Thank you.